Every once in a blue moon, I get a comic that is a bit special. It's a comic that, right off the bat, once I finish reading it, I have it in my hands and I've usually really taken it in, and I'm usually either crying or it's moved me in some really emotional way. For me, that book is Murder Falcon. Murder Falcon is a book that I think is so good, it is going on my best of the year list, and chances are it's gonna be my number one pick. So I'm gonna be very blunt, and even before I get past the intro, I'm gonna say if you have not read Murder Falcon and you are a fan of metal and you're a fan of good storytelling, this is a buy. 100%, 1000%, it's a buy. But let's get into it. The story of Murder Falcon centers around a young man named Jake. And Jake, at the beginning of the story, his life really isn't going that well. His girl has left him, he's out of the band, and the family that he had through his friends pretty much have all just left him. Things really don't seem like they could get any better for Jake until he meets Murder Falcon. Murder Falcon is an anthropomorphic falcon with a giant robotic arm. If what I said to you right now doesn't have you turning this video off, then this book is for you. The catch here with Murder Falcon is that the better that Jake plays his guitar, the harder Murder Falcon fights. And on top of that, he has to fight a whole bunch of monsters that were sent from an interdimensional plane called the Heavy. At the same time, at the core of Murder Falcon is a wonderful story about finding peace and accepting the things that are going on in life and coming to the conclusion that sometimes things are just out of your hands and the power of music can cause all kind of healing. For me, what started out as a simple story of rock and roll and fighting monsters turned into the best love letter of the genre that I think I have ever read. The final panel in this book is so powerful and caught me so off guard. I had chills running down my arm. And if you are a metalhead like me, I think you will too. The story and the art here is done by Daniel Warren Johnson, and it's clear to me that the man obviously loves metal. There are so many little tributes here and so many little homages to classic metal album covers and classic metal album lyrics that I think if you are a metalhead, it'll just make your head spin. And I really think that's what's the best thing about this book, is just how well Daniel Warren Johnson is able to balance out all the really serious and heavy emotional moments with comedic moments, over-the-top moments, and badass action scenes. Admittingly, I haven't read much of this man's work, but after reading this, I'm absolutely going to be checking out the rest of his books. I think if there is one thing that is weak about this book, it's that some of the side characters, they kind of just show up, they get their role in the story, and then that's about it. He doesn't really get a chance to flesh them out too much, but that's also kind of because of the fact that this is a really small self-contained story. With this being only 8 issues, I understand that space is at a premium when you're putting out a comic book that has a specific end to it, but at the same time, it's a bit of a flaw that I gotta ding it on, just a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, I rate my books on a pass, borrow, buy scale, and if for whatever reason you have not picked up Murder Falcon, this is a buy. Guys, if this is your first time checking out my channel, I urge you to check out my other videos. And if you want to order a copy of Murder Falcon, then I have put the link down below in the description. If you do order it, I get a cut of the profit. Doesn't come out of your wallet. Comes out of Amazon's. And of course, if you want to support this channel, there is the Patreon found in the description as well. Be on the lookout for all new videos Monday through Thursday, and of course the Q&A Friday night. I love you guys. I'll speak with you soon. Bye.